Welcome back, everybody. I am going to walk you through an initial analysis in Complēre. My name is Ryan Petersen. I'm the founder of Complēre, and we're going to start with this single analysis. And if you haven't done the video before this showing you how to get around, I'd recommend going to watch that. It's not complicated, but it might help you navigate through the platform as you get started. So if we wanted to launch into a new analysis of an organization that we're looking at, or potentially a client is brought to us that we look at, we hit create, and right now it's designed to intake document. You can upload into here and use that to launch your analysis. And it's a single analysis intended to analyze a single organization when you click that first button, but you can upload multiple documents, so 990, annual report, proposal, audit, whatever information, strategic planning document, and you can use that in your analysis. So I'm going to just jump into my computer desktop and upload a single document, and then I want to add some context of thinking of writing a $10,000 check, and we'll see what that does for us. You hit create, and it will launch into what we're calling an initial analysis. So it's going to look at this document, reference the database behind the scenes, which if you watch the previous video, you'll see what that looks like. And this just does a high-level summary of their work, including their programming, how they're engaging with their constituencies, diving into areas where it feels like it needs more information. We only uploaded one document, so if you want more information analyzed, you'll have to upload it, including the budget, that sort of thing. And then it goes all the way through giving you follow-up questions, and then even citing research that it referenced in doing the initial analysis, which you'll be able to click through on these links to the actual studies if you want to read the full study. If you run into issues where that link is broken, please use this feedback button and let us know. It's an issue we're trying to watch out for as the AI populate the link. What I want to highlight here is just the continuation of the prompting. So you can either enter a custom prompt here of write a board memo using this info, and it will produce that output in a memo format, pulling in the information from the analysis on this document. And this will produce a fairly detailed analysis. And a couple of pro tips are, if you want it to be more narrative, tell it to produce narrative that you can read. If you want it to be more summary, you can tell it to produce a summary. So if I just did that and said, I'd prefer more of a narrative with bullets, with supporting bullets, highlighting key metrics. So this is where AI is endlessly customizable. You can actually just ask it to produce the type of output you want. It's not necessarily just producing information out of the air, it's just reformatting based on the style of communication you prefer and want to share potentially with your board or colleagues. And so this gets to be fairly extensive. So that is a sort of custom prompt, and you can just keep going with that in the prompt dialog box. And then once it finishes, I'm going to show you some of the hard-coded options that you have that we'd like your feedback on. So these are hard-coded. They will produce a similar outline anytime you click them. So if I click estimated benefit cost analysis, it'll produce that on a detailed level. Expand on recommendations. So any recommendations it makes in the body of the text, it'll expand on that. And so these are pretty self-explanatory. And I'll come back to you in the next video with some of these next steps on gather additional perspective, bias analysis, and then we'll dive into next steps. Thank you so much. Have a great day.